lumalabas po na personal trip ulit. Sa aking pagkakaalam, nag-celebrate siya ng kanyang karawan sa Netherlands. That's May 29, 20, 30, 31. At meron pa palang Qatar. At merong Kuala Lumpur. At ngayon Australia. So, 4 na bansa in just less than a month. So, kung doon po abala ang ating Vice Presidente sa mga personal trips niya or personal trips with her family, choice po ng Vice Presidente.
Alam mo kasi, hindi kasi nila naiintindihan, sorry Hindi ko alam kung sinasadya nila na ayaw intindihin o talagang bobo lang talaga yung nasa administrasyon.
Magandang tanghali po. Kongs, unang tanong ko lang po ay meron po kasing binitiwang medyo mabigat po na pahayag itong si Vice President Sara Duterte after pong after po siyang mapuna dun sa country hopping po niya, yung kanya pong pagbisita sa ibang mga bansa. Meron po kasi siyang sinabi dun sa bilang reaksyon po, ang kanyang yung ikot ko lang po ng kapag personal trip, hindi ako gumagamit ng pera ng bayan. Hindi ibig sabihin na personal na lakad yan, holiday o pamamasyal yan. Hindi ko alam kung sinasadya nilang wag intindihin o bobo lang yung nasa administrasyon. I like to believe the latter. Sa tingin niyo po, bilang isang vice-presidente, tama po ba yung kanyang paggamit ng salita na bobo, lalo na po laban sa mga opisyal po ng current administration na pumupuna po dun sa kanyang mga biyahe?
Yeah, just my 2 cents, ma'am. No, I don't think it's uncalled for. Each leader, same goes with House members. Each position, basta leader ka ng isang bansa, there's a certain decorum that you should follow. I believe respect begets respect. No? Wala namang mararating yung mga name calling o yung mga negative pagtatapon natin ng mga hindi magagandang salita sa kapwa natin. No? Kahit simpleng tao o membro ng lipunan natin o mga simpleng Pilipino, could simply attest na pag masama ang sinabi mo sa kapwa mo, masama rin ang babalik sa'yo. That's why I really commend President Bongbong Marcos sa dami-dami ng tinatapon na putik sa kanya. No, this is my own opinion. No, he maintains that decorum of being a good leader, setting an example to the youth and to the generations coming ng ating bansa, na talagang nagbibigay pa rin siya ng respeto. Being an objective leader is what we need. Name calling and the other bad words na ginagawa, I don't think it's really called for.
I think the question revolves around her priorities as a vice president. She has her obligation here in the country. So I guess the question really is about the frequency of her travels abroad. Kasi pag ikaw ay opisyal, you are also expected by the public to be present, no? Every time in areas where you are supposed to serve, no? Number 2, dun naman po sa mga responses nila, I'm not really surprised with all these words coming out from the Vice President. That's why we as public officials, we also have to call out. You have to also consistently call out whenever there's utterances or sentences or words, phrases that comes out from individually. I'm not just specifically citing the Vice President, but as public officials to maintain, sabi nga ni Congressman Ernix, to maintain a semblance of at least man lang a source of respect and diplomacy whenever we engage with other public officials. Because it's not really something that goes directly to the personalities responding to the issue. It's actually the office that represents by this person or by this personality or public official. So when she speaks about certain things and uttering certain words, it does not only reflect her own personality, but it also reflects the office that she occupies, which to us should be held higher in higher standards. So I hope that this kind of responses and utterances will be avoided so that public discourse, especially on national concerns and issues, will be based on the merits of the issue, will be based on the issue in itself, rather than go down to personality attacks.
Sir, isa pa pong tanong. Meron din po kasing nabanggit itong si VP Sara Duterte, questioning po yung foreign policy ng Marcos Jr. administration. And because of that, she was characterized by the palace as pro-China. Pero kanya pong kiniklaim, hindi daw po siya pro-China. At sabi nga po niya, I am not pro any country at all. Ang nais lang daw po niya ay mas strengthen yung relationship sa iba pa pong mga bansa, kasama na din po doon yung China. Ano po yung inyo pong reaction po doon sa kanya sinabi na hindi naman daw po siya, kumbaga, not pro any country?
Well, personally, I believe that kung ikaw ay Pilipino, dapat pro-Philippines ka. You should be doing whatever it takes to, to serve the interest of the Filipino people at ng ating bansa. Now, with regards to your question na yung sa dapat nagbe-build tayo ng relationship with other countries, yeah, I do agree. Wala namang masama dun. That's exactly what President Bongbong Marcos is doing. But at some point, when there's an aggressor, a country na ginigipit yung karapatan ng isang bansa, can you simply say na dapat maging magkaibigan tayo? There's a difference in relationship na maging maayos o diplomacy between one country to another. But, there are fights that needs fighting. We have to draw the line. Kapag may aggressor na bansa o ginigipit tayo, simple ba tayo magiging patay mali siya na makikipagkaibigan lang? Or should we assert the rights of the Filipino people, of the fishermen, ang right ng ating bansa? So I do believe na we should be pro-Philippines. Each Filipino should fight for the rights of our country, protect the rights of our citizen, especially the president and top-ranking officials of our country.
Well, Filipinos naman are not expecting aggressive rhetoric eh. What they want is consistent position and clarity when it comes to the issue of West Philippine Sea. Ang pagtatagpo ng layunin na maganda yung diplomasya sa buong mundo ay isa po sa mga aspekto niyan ang pagtatatagpo ng depensa sa interes ng ating bansa. Ang pagiging patas po sa diplomasya, sa larangan po ng diplomasya ay hindi nangangahulugan na pananahimik sa harap ng mga nangaapi sa ating bansa. So, I guess yung issue nung sinabi ni Kong Ernix na yung issue ng West Philippine Sea, it's not simply just it's not simply a diplomatic issue. It also covers the issue of sovereignty and national integrity of our country. So yung pananahimik po ng bawat opisyal ng ating bansa ay nakakadagdag sa naratiba ng aggressor, which in this case China. So it's very clear, no? When it comes to other areas of concern, we can involve ourselves with any countries that would bear mutual benefits, no? Both sa ating bansa at kung sino mang bansa na yun. But when it comes to territorial integrity and sovereignty, the country and the public demands the clear position kung saan ba talaga ang kanilang mga elected na opisyal. Saan ba yung position na yon sa pagsusuporta sa integridad ng ating bansa o suporta doon sa mga nangaapi at nag-i-encroach ng ating lugar, no? In the case of China, the West Philippine Sea. So klaro po yan. Dapat klaro ang posisyon ng bawat elected officials pagdating po sa issue na yan.
Thank you, Kat. We acknowledge Billy Vegas from Abante Politico for his questions.
Hingi lang po ng reaction. Meron pong interview si BP Sara sa Russian TV. Ang sabi niya po doon, inulit niya lang yung sabi niya politically motivated daw po yung impeachment at ang goal daw po noon ay yung matanggal yung frontrunner sa 2028 presidential polls na siya yon. And number 2 question po, yung impeachment daw po hindi naman binasa ng mga pumirma tapos binayaran lang daw po kayo. Thank you po.
I strongly denounce yung statement na binayaran eh. Yung mga salitang ganyan, it's trying to, evade the real issue. The issue is, there's an impeachment complaint filed by a Filipino citizen